All right. Hello, hello. Hello, Instagram. What? All right. And I am starting my live on Facebook too. Maybe. Let's see what Facebook's doing. Good afternoon. Okay. Facebook, come on. Let's see what Facebook's doing. Am I live on Facebook yet? All right. Not yet. It's trying. It's trying. Update viewers. Okay, let's see. If you are on Instagram, say hello, hello. Let's see. I think I might be live. Let's see. Am I live? Gotta love technology. No, not yet. It is still trying. Action needed. Okay. Hello, hello, Instagram. Facebook is being a pain. Give me a moment. I'm not sure what's going on. Keyframe. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it with Facebook here. Facebook. Hello, hello. Okay, let's see. I might give up on Facebook here. I might give up on Facebook. Let's see. Say hello if you are here live. Say hello, say hello. Let me see if I can just go live here. Let's see if it'll just let me. Hi. Okay, let's just see. Stream setup. Ugh. Bum, 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 bum. I'm not sure. You know what? Screw it. We are gonna just go. Hello, hello. I am going to not go live on Facebook. And I will just share it later. How about that? Let's get into it. I don't want to waste your time. I am super excited. Can everyone hear me? Hello. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Can everyone hear me? Let me know. And I'm going to just move my computer so that way I can see comments. Hi, Ashley. Welcome, welcome. I have not gone live on Instagram in a hot minute. It has been so long. So I'm excited to be here. Facebook is being a jerk, so we're not going to worry about it. All right. You can hear me? Good. Oh, good, good, good. Okay. So I have some notes in front of me, and I'm also going to be channeling as I go. Okay, so let's get into it. And if you can't stay for the whole live, no worries. The replay will be here for you, and I'm going to be sharing it in all the places. So do not worry about that at all. So welcome, welcome. This is my 2026, I can't believe I'm even saying that, body forecast. This is an energy reading as it relates to the body, your health, your well-being, and what you need to know about the universal energies that are all around us coming in for 2026. So, and I'm also going to share like how you can best navigate all of this mess to be in flow, okay? So that we're not swimming upstream, right? We want to have we want our body to support us, right? That's what I want. If you have a body, this energy reading is for you. For those who don't know me, or if you're watching the replay and you're like, who the heck are you and why are you coming up for me? I just want to share teeny tiny thing. So my name's Caroline Nixon. I am a medical intuitive, I am a psychic, and I am a master energy healer. I work with the body. I support the body. I've been doing this work for over 25 years. I can't believe that. It's my passion. It's my purpose. This is why I'm here. I'm here to help your body feel amazing so that you can go into the world and create a beautiful life, creating the impact, the ripple effect in your world, knowing and trusting that your body is fully supporting you. How does that sound? That sounds amazing to me. I love doing energy readings. I love this. It's like my soul goal is to help you feel your best. That is why I do what I do. I usually will do monthly energy readings as well. And then I do one annual one in November. And really, I like to do them in November, kind of right before like Thanksgiving in the US. And let me know where you're from. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I'd love to hear. I'm going to my brother's house. It's going to be nice. I don't have to cook. I love doing them now because the energy's already beginning to come in, and I can share with you tips and guidance of stuff you could probably do right now to get ready for the energies of 2026. Okay, so if that sounds good, like settle in, get a cup of something nice, and just like sit with all of this energy. As with anything that I do or say, take what resonates, leave the rest, and I want you to come back. This is going to be one of those videos that you can save and come back to, monthly or, quarterly, or in the middle of the year, or whenever. If you have a body thing that happens to you, a medical issue, a health issue, something that you're working with, come back and re-listen and kind of take it in again, because you won't be able to like soak it all in one sitting. Again, this is all energetics. I am like channeling as we go. Even though I've got all these notes here, I don't go on script. I just channel what needs to come through in the highest good of all. So you're in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas. That's amazing. I love it. I'm in North Carolina. It's like 77 degrees today. I hate it. All right. One thing with this live is that if you have any questions about what I'm saying, or any questions, first of all, I'm not doing any individual channeling. That's not what this live is about. And I want to stay in the flow. So if you have a question, wait till the end, or if you're watching the replay, you can, put your question in and I'll come back and answer it. But if I stop every 5 seconds, I will get so monkey mind distracted. Okay, so I want to make sure that I am like delivering it as it's coming in and through my notes and whatever else needs to happen. And I just want to make sure I don't get off on I might get off on a tangent, because that does tend to happen sometimes. But we're going to go with it and see where we end up. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So, as you know, if you're live, 2025, we've seen a lot of things crumbling down. We've seen a lot of things seemingly, breaking apart, and the world has been a little bit worlding this year. And, I'm seeing the same for 2026. It's continuing. But with that, I am also seeing like community, a lot more community and new ideas, new innovations, collaborations, partnerships. Coming back to soul is a big focus for 2026. I also see 2026 being where we are up-leveling our energetics and also like our consciousness. So for all my spiritual people, okay, if you are ready, willing, and able, your consciousness will be expanded and continue to expand in years coming. I never come at anything thinking that I know it all. Now I can say I am a phenomenal healer. I am amazing at what I do. I love what I do. And there is always room for improvement. There is always room for me to learn more. I don't believe or know that we have learned everything. I do, because I see it all the time in my own work. I see new ideas and new ways to heal the body coming in all the time. And if we're open to it, if you're open to it, we're going to see that in 2026 and beyond, which I feel like is, even though the world feels on the outside like things are breaking down, first of all, I believe that it's all in divine order. I just do. I see it from a bigger picture, even though our human thinks, God, this sucks. This is a shit show. My soul and my higher self see it a little bit differently. Okay. So, but also like there's so much expansion happening if we get out of the way, if we get out of our human and allow our soul to lead. This is a year of the soul and expansion. What does that have to do with the body? Well, you are a soul in a body having a human experience. And in order to raise your vibration, raise your consciousness, up-level your energetics, you have to work on your health. You have to put the focus on self. You need to make sure that anything that is not in alignment in your body. Here's the thing. Health issues are just a misalignment in the body. And that is the very simple way of saying it. We are 100% energy, okay? And our body is just a part of who we are. The organs, the systems, the cells, the meridians, the chakras, the energy bodies, the aura. It is all about who we are. And in order to up level, we got to work on all of that. A lot. It's your responsibility to do that. And anytime we up level, that means that if our body can't keep up, people say, oh, I have the ascension flu. Yeah, because your body can't hold those energetics. So 2026 is going to invite us to do that. Yay! I'm excited for it. I hope you are. All right. I also am seeing that, and I've been seeing this for a while, and I talk about it all the time, but I just keep seeing it more and more, that this 2026 is a year to call back your power, to personally and collectively. So as a collective, we are calling back our power, giving power to the people. But personally, it is about being very radically mindful of where you're giving your energy, where you are giving your attention, and where you've given your power away. People who are waiting for someone to save them, including your psychic and your healer, okay, are going to be disappointed because this is a self-focused year. You have everything within, okay? With your connection to source, your higher self, your guides, your soul, your body. And when you are focused on everything that's going on in the outside world, you're missing a beautiful opportunity to get those answers from within. This is a year to do that even more, bigger, deeper, more beautiful than ever, okay? 2026 is a year of true connection to your body and your soul. The veil is thinning. We all know this, I think, if you're watching this. And people are manifesting faster and faster. And a lot of times people think of the good manifestations, and I love the good manifestations. I love to manifest. But think about it. If you are focusing on how evil the world is and you're in fear, that's the energy you're putting out in the world. Okay, so we can manifest good and what we deem is not good. Okay, so just keep that in mind, especially I'm going to bring it back to the body, because that's what I work with. But so much of if your body's not healthy, then it affects every area of your life. So take this information and kind of apply it everywhere. If you are not talking nice about your body, if you don't think great things about your body, if you're focused on your diagnosis, your illness, your sick story, how crappy you feel, how the world is unfair and other people are healthy and I'm not healthy and I'm struggling, if you're focused on that, more so than not, then that is the energy that you're putting out in the universe. The universe says, oh, you want more of that? Cool. And brings you more of that. Okay. And again, it's not about not being human and having your feelings about things. You're a human. You're a soul and a body having a human experience. But if you're letting your human drive your bus 24/7 and you're in that lower vibrational dense energy, you're going to get more of that. And it's happening faster and faster because the veil is thinning and because energetics are just so fast. Okay, so it's going to be really important to work on that in 2026. There is a big push, and you might already be feeling this now, but there's a big push in 2026 to ask yourself, either for the first time ever or deeper and deeper, is why am I here? What is my purpose? That is a soul question. Why did I choose to come on this planet at this time? What was I drinking when I was making up a contract on the other side? Okay, that is going to be a really powerful question to ask yourself more and more, because purpose and doing your soul-led work, whatever that looks like for you, and then really connecting with your soul and asking your soul what it needs as it's supporting your physical body. So you're expanding and your soul is talking, you're connecting more with your soul. And like I said before, when your soul is expanding, your consciousness is expanding, your vibration is higher, your health will go up as well if you're listening to your body as well. So connecting with your body is going to be very important. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. All right. For some people, this can feel like a dark night of the soul. I don't love that phrase, but people know that phrase. So you might find yourself questioning your existence. If you're not already, I feel like I do that, every other day it seems. It goes, because we're like an onion, layers and layers and layers. We go deeper, okay? So this can be something that you might experience, that you might be experiencing already, and you might continue throughout the year, continue for that question to come up. It's just it doesn't mean that you don't know what your purpose is, but maybe there's something more. Maybe your human has been limiting you and your soul wants to express more. We are so freaking powerful. And so often we play small because it is scary, all the bigness that our soul holds. Okay, so keep that in mind. Like I said before, 2026, the world is still going to be worlding. It is going to at times feel like there's a dark cloud over the world. There's going to be, conflicts and negative energy and all of that. Things might feel rocky or unsteady at times more. And some people, if you are in the energy of fear and oh my God, and the world is crumbling and what are we going to do, and start pointing fingers at different political parties and are really focusing on what's going on outside of you, that is going to affect your body. Everybody right now, pretty much, this is why I ran a program called Revive a few weeks ago. People's nervous systems are out of whack because even if you don't watch the news, if you're on social media at all, if you're living on this planet, people's nervous systems have been affected by the world. So work on your nervous system, folks. Okay, do what you need to do to come back to center, to come back to peace, to work on yourself. This is not spiritual bypassing. It doesn't mean you don't see what's going on in the world. You're just choosing not to put your energy there, right? What you focus on grows. I don't want to focus on all the crap that's wrong with the world. I would rather focus on how can I change the world? Me, this one little person. What can I do to have a ripple effect out into my world? That is a great question to ask yourself during 2026, okay? I mean, do what you want, but this is what I'm going to be doing, all right? Discernment is going to be so much more important, maybe it's popular, important this year in every way. It is important to know on social media, on the news, with anything, what is real and what is not, okay? With AI becoming more and more popular and everybody seems to be using it, this is not a discussion about AI. I'm not a huge fan. That's just energetically what I see. I don't really like it, okay? You do you. I don't care. It's going to be super important to be able to read the energetics of what you're seeing, what you're giving your attention to. There's so many AI videos out there. People are doing AI photos and making videos that are all AI. There's so much like fake news. There's just a lot. Again, it's about being able to discern, is this real? Is this not? Do I resonate? Is this my truth? Is this not my truth? Like getting really clear on what you believe and what's your truth. There's not just one truth. Your truth. If it's aligned for you, it is your truth. And that's great. Getting really, really clear on that is super important now more than ever going forward. And being authentic. Being who you are. Speaking up, speaking out, doing your thing from an authentic place is, it sounds so simple, but it is so important, y'all. Please do that for yourself. And you do this, okay, let me just see. I got off track here. You need to be able to discern. Okay, so I see a lot of spiritual people. There's going to be a lot more people like connecting with like spirit beings and spirit guides. And it's going to be really important to discern whether or not the guide, I use that word loosely, the guide that you're talking to is in fact a high vibrational being, because spoiler alert, the veil is thinner. Lower vibrational energies have been coming in, they are coming in, and they will lie to you and tell you that they are Jesus. And they will tell you that they are high vibrational and they're these amazing star beings, and they might not be, okay? And they're coming in more and more and more. That is one reason why it is so important to be able to discern the energetics, because energy doesn't lie, but spirits will, humans do. So it's important to be able to tell the difference. You do this by, working with someone to increase your psychic abilities. You do it through intention. It is one of those things that it's going to be more and more and more important. And I'm not going to really go into more about that. Just know that there are more and more beings coming to the planet because the veil is thinner to mess with people. And you don't want to be messed with by an entity. And I'll just call a lower vibrational being, the word entity freaks people out. It's nothing to be scared of, it's to be aware of. And this is also where it comes back to being empowered and calling back your power. Because if you're going within, you don't need to be, talking willy-nilly with everybody in the universe. You just don't. You've got that truth within you, okay? All right, so you might see more psychic attacks in 2026. That's why it's just super important to work on your energetics daily, to check your energy, to ask who's on my energy, who's on my aura, where am I getting my information from? Is it coming from soul? Is it coming from body? Is it coming from my higher self? Is it coming from my guide? Is it coming from source, God, creator, angels, whatever? It's going to be really important to be able to distinguish the difference. Okay, and that's just something you need to practice and be able to become really confident in who you're communicating with. Let's see. Okay. So I'm seeing, let me take some water here. One thing that I am seeing, I've been seeing it this year more and more, and it's going to continue to grow more and more, is there's going to be a deeper understanding for people on like how connected their body is and their illnesses and medical issues with their thoughts and their beliefs and their childhood experiences and their traumas, real or perceived, big or little. The subconscious mind doesn't really know the difference. And like in past lives, and like how all of these things can affect their body. I'm seeing this more and more because what I am seeing is that our Western medical system is breaking down. I know, you're surprised. I feel like it's going to be breaking down more and more because people are not actually healing. They are on medications, being on a pharmaceutical. And here's the thing, not a doctor, I don't diagnose, I don't play a doctor on TV, I'm not telling you what to do. And I actually think that Western medicine absolutely has a place in the world. I just feel like it is very much skewed, and it is, people rely on it without taking radical responsibility for their own health. This year, 2020, I can't say this year, 2026, people are going to start coming back to, I'm responsible for my health and healing. No one's coming to save me. It's my responsibility. I need to call my power back, do my own research, be my own advocate, and do what is best for my body in this now moment. That you're going to be seeing more and more of that. Now, that doesn't mean that the whole planet, people are going to start doing that. In fact, I do see that there will be people that are still very much in, the health insurance and going to the doctor for every little thing and getting on a million medications and really giving their power away to their doctor, to the pharmaceuticals. Absolutely. It's going to continue to happen. And then there's going to be those of us who are like, wait a minute, I'm a powerful creator. I want to look at what I need to understand, what I need to experience, what I need to change and shift and look at and heal and release and understand in my body so that my body comes back to homeostasis. And you might be using, herbs and vitamins and supplements and whole foods and things like that, doing really awesome practices. And we're going to see people doing that. So there will be like a divide, a little bit, a big bit, actually. And that's okay. It's not about like everybody doing, everybody needs to do their healing work. I mean, do I feel like everybody should do their healing work? Absolutely. Will they? No. And that's okay. You got to be okay with that. So again, we're focusing on ourselves. That's all you can change. That's all you can change is yourself. Okay. So, some are going to heal and some are going to continue to suffer. And it can be challenging as a healer and a psychic and an energy worker, but also as somebody who is just doing all of that amazing healing. It can be really challenging to see loved ones suffer. That doesn't mean you're there to save them, however. Okay? Living by example is the best way. And then people can choose to ask questions and to get guidance from you, but they might not. And it's really important to be okay with people making their own choices, because you don't want to take somebody else's power away from them, right? people, if you're trying to fix and heal, unless they're a client, and even still, my clients are 100% responsible for their healing. I show up, they show up, we work together, is a beautiful thing. But if I show up and they don't show up, that's on them, right? And so the same with anybody in your life. Love them, be the example for yourself, not because you're trying to prove anything, and let it go. It's just really important. I feel like I needed to say that. Okay. So again, we're going to see that division. Some people are going to heal, some people aren't. And that's okay. It could be part of their journey. And they will heal when they are ready, willing, and able to do so. All right. Remember though, and if you don't know this, I'm going to tell you now, in order to fully and completely heal your body, you have to address your physical, all the physical things, all the mental things, the thoughts, beliefs, opinions, the emotions that you haven't processed, that are stored in your body, that you haven't let go of, that you need to understand and let go of, the spiritual stuff, past lives, soul contracts, vows, all the things. This is the thing that people find the sexiest. It's just, oh, my past life, and it's all about my past life. I mean, it might be, but chances are if you're experiencing it in this life, you own it. It's yours in this life too, okay? And then the energetics, because your body has a frequency and a vibration, and it has a certain way of moving, and every system has a frequency and a vibration, and every organ has a frequency and a vibration. Every cell has a frequency and a vibration. And so you have to work with the energetics as well. If you don't work with all of these aspects of self, you might get some relief, but are you truly and completely healed? No, you are not. No, you are not. You can't convince me otherwise. You might have reprieve for a while, and then it might show up somewhere else, okay? So this is really important. When I say healing the body, I'm talking about doing all of these things. You've got to address all of them, and you just do. You just do. All right. Let's get into some of the body issues that I am seeing for 2026. This is not an exhaustive list. Remember, we are all individual. We have our own paths or soul paths that we're walking. But I am seeing some stuff, and some of this is the same as I saw last year, and there are some new things this year. Again, this doesn't mean that you're going to get any of this stuff. This is just stuff that I'm seeing. Okay, so I am seeing that there is a potentiality for like weird blood issues. Okay, I'm seeing like crazy, like acute issues popping up like out of nowhere. You know how people say like, oh, they just dropped dead of a heart attack. That's, your body is always talking to you. Always. We are not listening, okay? We're in our head, we're thinking about all the things, and we don't tend to pay attention to our body. I say we all do it. We don't tend to pay attention to our body until it is screaming at us. By the time you've got a physical issue, okay, symptoms, diagnoses, pain, I promise you, your body's been trying to get your attention. It's been whispering, and then it's been knocking, and then it's been banging, and now it's screaming with a bullhorn, okay? It's in our energetics before we feel it physically. Our body is the last place it comes. So your body's been barking at you for a while, but that's okay, because we're going to start listening, right? All right, I'm also seeing some flare-ups of like old chronic stuff, like all of a sudden, I've got this autoimmune flare-up, and it just came out of nowhere. It didn't, and this is going to be the time to really start digging into what is going on with your physical body. I'm also seeing more and more, and I've been seeing this, and it came true last year, is like weird, rare cancers. And I specifically was hearing heart cancer, and I was like, wait a minute. I've never heard of heart cancer. And then I Googled it, because I don't Google unless I've already channeled. And apparently you can get heart cancer. It's very rare. So there you go. You heard it here first. I'm seeing issues with people's stomachs, hearts, the liver, kidneys. If you think about it, especially with liver, most people on this planet need to work on their liver. Your liver, everything that goes on your body, in your body, has to be processed through your liver. Our livers are way overtaxed. The food, even if you eat, like I eat clean and I take supplements and I do all these things, we still live in this world, and the air and the water and, you know, all of the chemicals that are all around us all the time, and the EMFs and all that stuff, it affects our body. It just does. It just does. So working on your liver, giving your liver some love all through the year is going to be really important. I am seeing, and you know, again, I've been seeing this, and maybe you're feeling this way now, is like people are exhausted. And so much of it is like the nervous system, like the nervous system and the immune system were the two systems that kind of lit up for me. In general, again, you might be working with something else. Digestive issues are big, hormonal issues. I mean, you know, honestly, everything. But those are the two systems that really lit up. Work on your nervous system. You've got to calm down and come into center. You just do, okay? And your body can't truly heal if it doesn't feel safe to do so. So whatever you can do to calm your nervous system is going to be beautiful in 2026. All right. I am seeing things like pneumonia and like weird viruses and bacteria, again, like flare-ups. Okay, think flare-ups. So many of us, we have all of these viruses and bacteria in our body, and they're just like not doing anything. They're just hanging out, and then we get a flare-up. Okay, so that, I'm seeing more of that. It's an invitation. And here's the thing as well, they're reminding me, as we are up-leveling our energetics and up-leveling and raising our consciousness, the body is working very hard to come up to that level. And if you've been ignoring your body and being like, I don't want to deal with that, your body is going to bark very loud so that you can kind of clean house. Your body is your house. Clean house so that you can hold those bigger energies in that higher consciousness. Okay. And if you don't, and you just, because a lot of times I see a lot of spiritual folks who are sick. They are sick. Your body is going to not be happy with you if you're just working on like opening your crown chakra and opening your consciousness and wanting to like channel with all these different beings. If your body can't hold that and sustain that, it is going to fight back in 2026. Do yourself a favor and start working on your body, okay? All right, let's move on to chakras. So usually there's like one or two that are, you know, prominent for the whole year. And when I channeled, I saw several. And again, it could also be, I feel like as we move through the year, different chakras might light up for people. So always pay attention and go within and ask, you know, especially if you've got a health issue, you want to know like what chakra it's related to and what you need to do and do some healings. But I'm seeing the solar plexus light up for a lot of us around empowerment, power, confidence, standing your ground, like standing in your truth, that kind of thing. And so many organs are governed by the solar plexus chakra. So if you've got issues with any of those organs, you're going to want to focus on the solar plexus chakra. I see a lot of base chakra or root chakra issues. This is around like if you're in fear, if you feel unstable, if the world feels unsafe, if you feel unsafe, survival, stability, support, that kind of thing. Your root chakra might be really off. I've got a hair in my eye. Throat chakra. This is for those who are embodying and speaking their truth. So this is for like the impactors of the world, the healers of the world. If you know you've got a big mission, a big purpose, I'm sorry, I've got something in my eye. You might find that your throat chakra needs extra attention. If you've got thyroid issues, that throat chakra might need extra support in 2026. I'm also seeing like your high heart. So your soul and a body having a human experience, your soul hangs out for the most part, unless there's trauma, your soul can be out here, hangs out in the high heart chakra. Okay, this could be opening up for people as you are connecting deeper and deeper with soul. So when you're working on like, why am I here? What is my purpose? And you're connecting with your soul, you might find that your high heart chakra is opening bigger and bigger. Also, I tend to see sometimes with the heart chakra, sometimes with the high heart, it just depends on the person. There's no hard and fast rules, is like immune system issues as well. Thymus gland, you might have some high heart or heart stuff going on. When we are raising the consciousness, sorry, my computer did something weird. When we're working on like raising our vibration, raising our consciousness, up leveling our energetics, we're going to be working with our third eye and our crown chakra and above. I am seeing that for some, for a lot, if you're open to it, if you're ready, willing, and able to do the work that is needed to raise your vibration, you may find that your upper chakras, and even I'm seeing like your earth star chakra and like the Gaia gateway, like getting into your purpose, those are below your feet. Those might be coming on board and lighting up. I'm also seeing in general, I see a lot of, because we have more than 7 chakras, like we have so many chakras, and they can be very small. And I do see them like lighting up for people as well. Because you've got chakras like in your hands, the bottoms of your feet, behind your knees, your elbows, all the joint like areas. There's so much more than we ever thought we knew. And they might be lighting up this year for people as well. So I think that's pretty exciting. Okay. So a couple other things. So one thing that I do in my work is I look at shadow. I do shamanic journeys and I work with the shadow. Your shadow aspects are part of your human. Okay. And our human likes to human sometimes. And I do see that even now, and into 2026, your like main, and we all have them, okay? We all have them. So it's not like I want to get rid of all my shadows. It's just a part of us that is not in its power. If you think of a shadow aspect like that, okay? So like your victim, your martyr, your saboteur, your wounded healer, your wounded divine feminine, those are shadow. Anything can be a shadow aspect, okay? It's just the opposite. It's not empowered. It's hurt. It has something it wants to share with you. It's traumatized, okay? And we want to know if it's driving your bus and making the decisions in your life, okay? So shadow aspects are going to be front and center at the beginning of the year, and you might even be feeling them now. To show you where you're giving your power away so that you can address them immediately so that you can have a smoother 2026, because you're human and your ego, it just wants you to be safe. It wants you to be safe and it just wants you to, be in this little bubble. And if you are here to do awesome things in the world, or maybe you're doing awesome things and you're here to go bigger in 2026, you're human is gonna kind of freak out. And so we really want to work on those shadow aspects as well. And your shadow can keep you from like taking action. It can keep you sick, okay? It can keep you sick. It can keep you stuck in a healing loop. It can keep you from growing your business. It can keep you from growing your gifts. Anything you can be afraid of, you can have a shadow aspect. Okay, so we want to address what's coming up as it arises. I don't see 2026 being this huge like health, like healing focus of a year. It's more of an expansion year, but spoiler alert, in order to expand, you've got to heal. So we are going to spend time healing. It's just not going to be like your soul Haha. Said that. That's funny. Your soul focus. Okay. What I'm seeing is you're moving along your path and you're doing your thing, and then something happens, you stop, you understand it, you ask it what it needs, what you need to learn, what experience you're having, what you need to do to heal, and then you keep moving forward so that you're not like stuck in like the whole month of January, I was sick and I couldn't do anything. We're not doing that this year. I mean, you can do it if you want, but it's more of a moving. It's like stop, address, move forward. Stop, address, move forward. Doesn't that sound so much easier? I think it does. But anyway, all right. Let's get back to, and if you're still here, let me know how you're doing. So, when it comes to healing the body and working with your shadows and letting go of like your stories and, like really doing that deep healing, the people who are curious and courageous enough to dig into these parts of self are going to have an easier time in 2026 because, and you can start working on this now. In fact, I would say you could ask yourself right now, like, who is driving the bus in my life? Who is making the decisions in my life? Is it my inner child? Is it my inner victim? Am I in self-saboteur? And again, with curiosity, with compassion, we're not here to berate ourselves. People berate themselves enough. We don't need to do that. Compassion and love for growth, okay? Like, I am here. I want to expand. I want to feel my best. Who's making the decisions in my life? What is preventing me from completely healing my body, having all the energy I want, fixing my XYZ in my body? Who's running the bus? And start digging into that and get digging in. If you need help, reach out. That's what I do. This is what I do. All right. And I just want to remind you again, is like, think of it like this. Your health will naturally improve when your vibration and your frequency are higher. So you might need to spend some time throughout the year healing your body in order to raise your vibration, but also to be able to embody it. Because you can do a meditation or a healing and you just feel amazing. And it's like, I feel so good and I've got all these downloads. And then you get off of, the computer or whatever and you go out into your traffic and you can't hold it and you're like yelling at people with road rage. You haven't embodied that higher vibration. So this is going to be a year of like walking your talk, embodying the vibration that you're moving into so that you can hold it, so that you can be it. You don't even have to think about it. It's just who you are. Okay. So often getting the human to that level and really working on the thoughts and the beliefs and self-worth issues and, gossip, like if you're gossiping and like engaging in lower vibrational stuff. And yes, you're human. It's not about being perfect. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. We are not robots. But if you are saying one thing and doing another, that is an energetic, it's like, it doesn't match up to the higher vibration. Okay. So it's being that higher vibration is what we're really working on. And to be able to hold it, your body has to be able to hold it, okay? Otherwise, you're going to be sick a lot. All right. Like I said before, healing this year shouldn't necessarily slow you down in your life. You might have something come up, and then you just look at it, understand it, heal it, release it, and move forward. What I do feel like people are going to be coming to like a choice point in their life of like, who do you want to be moving forward? Who are you amidst all the chaos in the world? Who are you choosing to be? Who are you deciding to be? How empowered are you? How empowered do you want to be? And what does that look like for you? If you were the healthiest you possible, how would you move through your day? What would your day look like? What choices would you make? How would you speak? How would you show up? And if you're not doing any of those, why? What's going on? Why not? And that's an opportunity for you to look and heal, okay? I already talked about health insurance in the medical industry. I just see it becoming more and more unstable. There's going to be a feeling of people like having to do everything on their own, like they're not getting the answers that they so desperately want, especially with these weird, rare flare-ups and things. And it's really, again, it's about coming back, and it's not about not getting help outside of you, but running everything through, not just blindly accepting everybody, like really, like, does this resonate? Okay. And like doing your own research. There is a great big world of holistic and alternative options for people. So, you know, are you exploring all of your options, or are you just taking the easy route because, well, my doctor told me? I mean, maybe, but maybe there's something else for you. And are you courageous enough to begin looking at that for yourself? I do see people that are turning away from Western medicine and pharmaceuticals with all the different side effects. People are looking at all of their options. I do see that happening more and more and more. Again, like I said at the beginning, there will be people that don't. And that's and it's okay to be okay with that. Okay, people make their own choices. It's fine. But healers, I want you to listen up, because people are going to be looking for you. They need you to help them. So I am going to be talking about healers at the end, healers and psychics and energy workers at the end of this talk. I've still got a little bit more to talk about. So listen up. If you are a healer, what is going to be required of you in order to be the best at what you do? Okay, because it's shifting a little bit. Okay. Being able to connect with your body and get answers from within is so important. I've been talking about this. I feel like this is all I talk about. But alas, here we are, because it's important. You need to be connecting with your body every single day. If you've got medical issues, you need to be connecting with your body all the freaking time. And here's how, like, I don't know how to do that. First of all, I have a pre-recorded program on my website called Connection or Connect, and it's amazing. You can go check it out. But here's the thing. Hand on heart, close your eyes, take some breaths. Body, 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 what do you need? And then you listen. And you get a knowing, you get a sense, you might hear, you might see, you might feel. And then really do that often. Body, 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 what do you need in order to heal XYZ? And listen. Here's the thing. If you have not been listening to your body for, months, years, decades, it is like a relationship, and you need to be patient, give it time, build and cultivate. You know how people say you got to cultivate a relationship with your guides? You got to do the same thing with your body and your soul, as well as your guides. Get to know your body. And then if you hear, even if you're like, I don't know if this is true, but my body said greens. Cool. Go eat greens. Go do it. And that way your body's going to begin to trust you. And you're going to trust your body. And then it's going to be a beautiful relationship. Okay? Very, very important. Detoxify is the name of the game. Okay? People need to detoxify their bodies, their minds, maybe their souls, but not really. Their bodies and their minds. Connecting back with your own wisdom and your own soul knowing is so important. And when I say detoxify, I mean from the foods, the drinks, clean up the air, the water, the products that you use in and on your body. And a lot of people are doing this, but if you're doing that, then go deeper with it and ask your body, what else? What else do I need to do? We live in a toxic world. We just do. Even if you're eating organic food, it's not the same nutritional content that it once was. It just isn't. It's the world, our soils are depleted, you know, and it's not about like, because it can be overwhelming. Okay, it can be overwhelming. If you're online, you know, it's like, you gotta do this. No, you gotta do this. And everybody is saying, you know, contrary things. Again, it's about coming back within, okay? Coming back within. Stop looking at and I get the irony because I'm telling you and you're watching me, but truly, it's about coming back within and asking your body what it needs and building that relationship. It's very important. I am seeing a lot of parasitic energies inside the body and outside in the world. So it's going to be really important. Here's the thing, and this might be a little tough love, but I say it with love and power because you are a powerful creator, is that remember that you're a vibrational match, because everything is energy. You're a vibrational match for everything in your life, including your health. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because that means you are freaking powerful. And if you manifested or created a health issue, you can manifest a complete healing. And I realize I'm oversimplifying that, but if you break it down from an energetic point of view, it's true. Health issues are just a misalignment of your energies, all right? Discovering why your energy is misaligned, getting it back into alignment will bring homeostasis into your body, okay? So some people might have some parasites. Everybody has parasites. Are they wreaking havoc on your body? You know, that's for you to investigate. But I do see a lot online like parasites are the problem, or this is the root cause, or that is the root cause. I see a lot of like Epstein-Barr virus is the root cause of all your physical issues. And I don't agree with that. I think that it is yet another symptom of what is misaligned in your body. Remember, you got to look at all aspects of you in order to help. Now, doing a parasite cleanse might be amazing, and your body might absolutely need you to do that. But everybody's different, okay? But a better question would be, why am I a vibrational match for parasites? I don't know why I'm talking about parasites so much, but there you go. Okay. So it's something to look into. Okay. If you're not doing your healing work, your body will be fighting back in 2026. Do yourself a favor. Be vigilant with your energetics. Check in with your body a lot. Check in with your chakras. Check in with your physical body, your daily practices. Be radically mindful of where your thoughts are. And my guides came to me with that term, radical mindfulness, several years ago. And I had heard like radical responsibility, because here's the thing, nobody's coming to save you. Your health and your well-being is your responsibility, should you choose to want to improve it. It just is. No one can heal your body for you. That is a you job. That is an inside job. And with radical mindfulness, no one can think your thoughts for you. That's a you job. You can choose to change your thoughts. Is it easy? I mean, it's simple, but is it always easy? No, because our body gets into a habit of the way it is, and changing it can be kind of a pain in the butt, but it's worth it. So being radically mindful of every single thought and catching yourself in that moment, and being able to like interrupt that energetic pattern and say, I used to think this and now I'm choosing to think this. Pretty soon, once you give it time and practice and, catch yourself more often than not, your mind will reprogram itself, okay? And you're worth it. You're worth that effort, and only you can do it. So, all right. So if you have a medical issue that you are navigating right now, I want you to ask yourself some tough questions while you're healing, okay? Ask yourself, what am I learning here? What do I need to experience? What am I missing? because a lot of us will research things to death, like all the physical stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, I got all this stuff. I've been Googling. All right, I know. But what am I missing? And a great question is, show me. I love this question. I love this. Show me what I need to learn, experience, understand in order to heal XYZ. And kind of put it out in the universe. And then let it go. And see what happens, see what unfolds. You might have an aha, a download. You might run into someone and they might have something like a book that you need or something like that. Like the universe will help you out if you say, show me. And, you know, this is what I do with people. So you can also reach out, okay? But like I said before, by the time your body gets sick and is showing symptoms, pain, inflammation, it's been in your energetics a long time. And we just ignore it. So get curious, connect often, okay? How's everybody doing so far? You good? I've been talking for an hour. All right. So how can you best navigate the universal energies of 2026? Before I get into that, and we're wrapping up here pretty soon, I do want to share, I've got 2 brand new offers, and they're priced beautifully for Black Friday. So I'm going to share those with you, and I will put a link so you can check them out. It's actually carolinenixon.co/Black Friday. I can't type it right now because my phone is across the room, but I'll put it in the comments. Okay. And my link is in the bio, so you can check it out. And they're live now through December 2nd. So the first offer is you can get your very own 2026 personal body forecast. And this is not a session. This is actually an email offer where I'll have a piece of paper. I will read your energetics. I will look at the energy flow in your body. I will look at your chakras, and it'll help navigate your health and healing for 2026. What you personally need to be working on, focusing on, coming back to in 2026. It'll give you specific, channel guidance of what's going to help you and your body in 2026. It's going to show you any potential health issues that might arise, how to begin healing those. It's going to come with a PDF with all of everything that I see. Okay, so full energetic scan of your systems, organs, chakras. What's most important, action for you to do, what to look out for, what emotions and shadows are running your show that you need to look at and heal and release. It's also going to include a personalized healing meditation to help support your body. It'll be fairly short so that you can listen to it often, and this will be something that you can listen to all year long. My Black Friday, it's not a live session, okay? This is an email offer. I will reach out to you once you pay, and the Black Friday price is $333 through December 2nd, and then the price goes up to $444. Okay, so if you are interested in getting your own personal 2026 energy reading, let me know, and I'll put the link as well. Okay, and my second offer, I am so freaking excited about this offer. So this is all new, never done this before. It is a 12-month group body healing mastermind. It is called Align. I am so excited about this because we are going to meet at least 3 times a month. So 3 of the 4 weeks in a month we are going to meet. I'm going to be doing live healings. I'm going to be channeling what everyone, like the energies of the group, and each month is going to have a different focus, whether it's a chakra, an organ, a system, probably all 3, crystals, essential oils, everything that I see that the group needs for the month. This is like healing journeys. This is me holding the energetics, me moving the energy. It's going to help recalibrate your chakra, your body systems, your organs, your cells. It's going to help you release what is in the way of embodying better health. It's going to help with expansion. It's going to help align you to higher consciousness. It's going to activate frequencies in the body that are, for wellness, for optimal health. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And I am offering this at a Black Friday deal for $9.97 for the whole entire year. Whole year, $9.97 through December 2nd, okay? So if you were like, what? Because that's like 83 bucks a month to meet 3 times a month with a healer, holding the energetics, doing the energy work. It's going to be amazing. It's going to help you navigate the entire 2026 so much more powerfully, okay? For the first 4 women, I only work with women, first 4 women that join will get a personalized 2026 a body forecast, okay? So it's a no-brainer in my eyes. But grab it while it is $9.97. The price will go up to $14.97. And then it's going to go up to $19.97, which is still an amazing, it's a year's worth of healing. It's amazing. I can't wait. Again, I will put the link in, but it's carolinenixon.co/Black Friday. All right. Let's get into some actionable things that you can do right now and moving into 2026 to feel your best. Remember, your health is your wealth. If you don't feel well, you cannot show up in your life as the most powerful you possible. Let that sink in, okay? So I'm going to give a couple of things, and then I'm going to talk to my healer friends before we get off this live here. So first things first, like I said before, detox your body, detox your mind. It is about detoxing your, like what you're watching, what you're listening to, what foods, what drinks, what supplements, the air, the water, the chemicals in your body, on your body, all of those things. You might need to, like Whole Foods, like this is a really good time to look at your daily practices. Do they need to be switched up? One thing that I did recently, and it was super helpful because sometimes we get into a habit of doing a daily practice and maybe it doesn't feel like it's doing anything anymore. So I got into this place where I was like, show me what daily practices I need to let go of and what do I need to shift and change. So maybe you're really good at exercising, but maybe your body needs a different kind of exercise or a different kind of food. Again, that comes back to connecting with your body every single day and asking your body what it needs, okay? So detoxification is so important. Again, you can't raise your vibration if you're full of heavy, dense junk. And I'm talking about the physical stuff right now, but also the mental and the emotional stuff as well. Okay, so that's number 1. And I do want to talk a little bit about supplements, only because I feel like this needs to be said. So hear me out or not, it's up to you. I love supplements. I do. I go through times in my life where I change them up because sometimes my body needs a supplement and then sometimes it doesn't. This goes back to like getting into a routine of I just take my vitamins every single day, I take my supplements, I take this every single day, and sometimes your body doesn't need it. If your body doesn't need it, guess what? First of all, it has to go through your liver, so then you're taxing your liver. Second, you're just going to pee it out. Okay, so you're wasting money. So do yourself a favor and really look at all the different supplements that you're taking. Also, please remember that there's very little regulation around supplements. So everybody and their mother sells supplements. And again, I like supplements. I do. But they shouldn't replace nutrition, whole foods, okay? I saw a pill the other day and I was like, what is happening? It's a protein pill. So you get your protein. You just take a pill. I mean, really? Do we need to be doing this? I don't think so. I mean, if you want to, cool. Everything The internet's wild. Okay. This is a good time now, between now and the end of the year, is to really look at what you're taking and kind of see where you can streamline, because here's another thing that is important to note. A supplement cannot replace doing the inner work and the actual healing. It just can't. Can it help? Can it help your body? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not debating that at all. But it does not heal the root cause of what's going on physically in your body. It doesn't. It's just it's a piece of the puzzle. So yeah, do that. Bring those in. But also, so many people are so toxic that you can take a bunch of supplements and the liver's like freaking out because the liver can't process it because it's already taxed and overworked and toxic and fatty and not working properly. So just do your due diligence and be mindful of what you're taking. And again, it comes back to what I've been talking about for over an hour of connecting with your body and asking your body, body, do you need this supplement today? What supplement do you need today? Because just because the bottle says take one every day with a glass of water on an empty stomach doesn't mean your body needs it every single day. So again, calling back your power, listening to the wisdom within. Okay, enough about that. That was a little soapbox I needed to be on. So another tip, number 3, sit with your body every day, ask it what it needs. If you're dealing with a medical issue, ask it what you need, show me what I'm missing. What do I need to understand? What do I need to look at in order to heal XYZ? Be really, really clear and articulate. Show me what I need to do to heal my blah, whatever it is, okay? This is a great time to sit with your soul as well and connect with your soul. And really, as we're moving into expansion and holding bigger energies, which requires our body to be on board, ask your soul to help you as well, okay? Up-leveling your chakras and overall vibration. Again, super important in 2026. The program I just shared with you is going to help align, okay? And again, I'll put the link when I'm done. Working on your overall vibration, releasing what is no longer serving your body, releasing the dense energies, raising, leveling up. I just see a lot of up-leveling in 2026. In order to up-level, your body has to come along. Otherwise, you're not going to feel good for most of 2026. And I want you to feel really good, okay? Just radical mindfulness and self-acceptance now. These are so important. I've talked about them before, but getting really, really curious about how you talk to yourself, about the words you say, about what you believe is really, and then not in a judgmental way, in a compassionate way, so that you can, again, it's about up-leveling. You can't be powerful and amazing if your mindset is in the toilet. You will be so much more powerful if you are completely like, I accept myself, I love myself, not in a delusional way, okay? I'm not like, this isn't an ego thing, but like accepting and loving who you are right now as the amazing soul that you are, the soul and the body having the human experience, and acting as that in the world, being that, embodying that, living that. So important in 2026. Like I said at the beginning, discernment of energetics all around you. Great questions to ask yourself. If you are doing something and you kind of start to feel funky, ask, what's on my aura? Is this mine? Whose is this? Who am I communicating with? Knowing who you're communicating with. It's one of the reasons why it's important to know what your body sounds like when you're communicating, what your soul feels like, sounds like, looks like, what your guides sound like, look like. I talked about discernment earlier, just reiterating that. Another thing that's really important in 2026 is to anchor into the power you hold as a soul and a body having a human experience. Really calling back your power, coming back to self, being self-focused, doing your work, and getting your answers within, okay? Super important. This is a year to live the highest version of you, your body, your health, living in your truth. Again, I've been talking about this nonstop for an hour. This is a powerful year for you, should you choose to accept it. Okay. Energy workers. Where are my energy workers at? Where are my psychics and healers at? I've got a few things to share with you as well before we end this live. I didn't forget about you. So I want you to do all the things I just said for the past hour and 15 minutes. And I want you to ask yourself, I want you to really spend some time the next 2 months moving into 2026. And this is for my healer friends, psychic friends, energy worker friends who want to be the best at what they do, who want to be the leaders in their work, whatever that is, okay? Because healing isn't just the body. You know, there's all different kinds of healing in psychics and energy work. I just happen to work with the body. But it's really important to look at any fears that you're holding, any fears that are showing up. And they are showing up to be released, to be processed. If you're getting triggered right now, pay attention. Because when you're triggered by the outside world, something's going on within that's a match. So you want to look at that or not. It's up to you. I want to look at it, okay? Because I want to be the best at what I do. So look at any fears that you're holding around being more visible in the world by getting paid amazing for what you do, okay? For showing up, for being visible, for owning a successful business. That's something that I am personally working on, and damn it, I'm going to do it. Look at any fears around your healing gifts and like expanding your healing gifts. You know, to be the best at what you do requires practice. I practice all the time. Everybody I know who's amazing at what they do practices all the time. It's not just like, these are my spiritual gifts and I don't have to practice. It just is what it is. Like I said at the beginning, there's more for us to learn. We're here to learn and expand. If I had learned everything that I was here to learn, I would be dead. Okay? I'm not dead. I'm not going to die for a while. I'm pretty sure I know when I'm going to die. I've channeled it, but I'm here to learn and grow and expand. I'm here to make a huge impact in the world. Maybe you are as well. If you're watching this, you probably are. So working on your gifts, opening them up, raising your vibration, up-leveling your energetics is so important. You cannot help your clients feel their best if you feel like junk. You might only be able to see one client a day. All right, and then you're in bed. I know healers, and they're amazing, and they can't hold the energetics. Their body is not supporting them. Okay, so work on your body, work on your energetics. Super important. Any fears about being in alignment and integrity with all the things that you talk about and teach? So, one thing to really look at is, are you walking your talk? Are you practicing what you preach? This is going to be really obvious and really important in 2026, because if you're saying one thing and doing another, the energetics are going to be felt, and you will not have the success that you desire in your business, aka you will not make the money you desire. We have already seen this in the coaching world. People are leaving coaching. People are disenchanted with coaching. People are reading energy better and better. So if you are not in alignment for what you're talking about, people are going to know it. They're going to see it. They're going to sense it. So do yourself a favor and do your energy work. Do your work. All right. What else do I want to say? I think that I have wrapped it up. Does anyone who is still here have any questions for me? I would love, if you're watching the replay, you can drop them in the comments once the video gets posted. I will put the link. My Black Friday deals are live. You can see the link in my bio. I will put the link. I wonder if I can do it. I can't do it without being weird because the phone is over there. But do yourself a favor and take advantage of these deals because they are amazing and they are through December 2nd. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions for me? I will share this to Facebook. If you were waiting on Facebook for me to start, Facebook was being a jerk and wouldn't let me use my computer. So I will put that on Facebook. And I thank you all so much for joining me live, for watching the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I can't wait for 2026. I'm excited for the energies. I can't wait to see what comes through. I'm ready for it. Are you ready for it? I'm ready for it. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon.